icon Rivaldo. I'm looking forward to this one. How's it going, lads? Marshall here, and welcome back to another review on the channel. Now tonight, we have a FUT birthday icon, and it is Rivaldo, the first of the FUT birthday icons we're going to review on the channel. And as you guys can see, he looks pretty decent. I mean, stats across the board, fantastic. He looks great in pretty much every single area you'd want from a winger slash striker slash cam. And cam, I believe, is a position that we're going to play him today. And it's not because he can play cam, not because he can play century with the centre forward in the starting roles. It's because of those work rates, medium-low. You guys know what the medium-lows, and I think Messi gives a perfect example to that. With medium-lows, if you play them centrally as a cam, you get way more out the cards than having a medium-low as like a ram, a right wing, a left wing. Basically, out in the wide positions, medium-low, you're not going to get the best out of them. So today, I'm going to move Rivaldo, Mr. Boba, into the centre. Medium-low, it's left for primarily 4-star skills, 5-star weak foots. Very good stats. I'm just wondering, right, what chem style to put in him. You're going to call me sweaty, because I'm going to call me sweaty as well. I'm thinking Hunter or Hawk. Simply because, right, you can't get, and I've just looked before, you can't get another accelerate style for Rivaldo other than controlled. So it's not going to matter too much apart from adjusting his stats. Actually, if that's the case, then I don't really need to adjust certain stats. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to... You know what? We will go Hawk. We will go Hawk. Try and make him strong as well. And see what that kind of brings to the table too. Aggression goes into the 70s, just at 71. Finesse shot, flair. No Trivella shot, which is sad to see. But, given his stats, I fully believe he will be very competent with the Trivella shots. Now with the team we got today, I just kind of need to make kind of a tactic with it. So this is what I was playing earlier on. I think with the current... basically, the dribbling on this game right now, you can just walk towards someone and kind of face past them. So I want to test out just a deeper line to give us more protection in those areas. So I think that is what we're gonna kind of try today. Bruno on that side, Mason Mount, and Rivaldo will play cam in the Brazilian colours as well. We'll have actually no stay central on him. Just get him behind, simple as that. Rivaldo has to stay forwards. He'll get in the box naturally. Come back on defense, get in the box. Same for you. Stay central. You know what, on Bruno, we'll have him on stay back as well. Just stay central on Fernandez and stay back on the fullbacks. And that's about it, really. But the Rivaldo card looks very, very good, and I'm very excited. It's put him on literally everything. I just pressed triangle there, auto assign. It's given corners, penalties, free kicks. It's even given the bloody captain's armbands. Hey, let's see how he is in game. And by the way, you see he's a loan version, 5 games. I always say this, try before you buy. Even if you think overall the 1.43 million coins, the SBC is good, which personally, I believe given the length of time you got, it's got like 3 months if you do want to complete him. I think given that kind of time span, you can slowly craft him. So that is a bonus in itself. But again, always try before you buy, unless you don't want to aim for that card and you go for someone else in the future. But lads, let's get into some games. Right, into the games we go. Who's Rivaldo going to be up against? First and foremost, a former team in nets. Did Rivaldo play for AC Milan at some point? I want to say he did, but I can't say it with confidence. I know Barcelona. I remember from his time at Barcelona, Rivaldo. The guy was very underrated. What I will say, like, people like coming through in like the modern age of football, they'll never know how gifted Rivaldo actually, I can't select my fullback, was as a player. He was utterly insane. So is this guy, Ronaldo, by the way. I still remember when he scored a bicycle kick, I want to say against Valencia. It was insane. It wasn't against Deportivo, was it? I think it was against Valencia. But yeah, the guy has had bags of talent. He kind of did read that, by the way. Rivaldo, what can you do, pal? Little fake shot in the pass to Alexander Isaac, my striker from Sweden. Rivaldo step overs onto his left. I'll take those. I will take those, mate. Hey, the power strike with his left foot. By the way, that wasn't an L1, R1 power strike. He's just absolutely levered it with his left foot and just went through the goalkeeper. Hey, if he can do that in front of the goal, we're going to have a good time today. Rivaldo spread it like butter. You see that? Back to Rivaldo. That was so clean. That was so clean. You see that? He just took it in his strides. The roulette was so clean. That's one of the cleanest roulettes I've done in a long time. It just stayed like on his body, in control, and it almost gave him like a pace boost. That was incredible from Rivaldo. Give it back to Rivaldo. He's actually dominating the game, Rivaldo, in this composition. First time. Back to him. I want to try the Trivela, man. Oh, I nearly got it off. I nearly got it off. Oh, I have to make that challenge. Oh, that was a red card waiting to be given. Come on. Now. First on wits. Pin! Thank you. From a red card waiting to be given with a great challenge to that challenge. Rivaldo, punish him, mate. Top bins. I went top bins, boys. And he gets top bins. Does that count as 2 goals? It could work. It could work. Jesus Christ. You see the pace of that? Oh, I tried to go back the way I was coming. I think I can maybe get this to Kulusevski, but I'm not giving anything away. Oh! Go back! That was nearly exquisite. Mason Mount spreads it. Back heel. Pass. Rivaldo! You see the kind of position... that counts for 2 as well. See the kind of positions that he does get into once you play these kind of medium-low central? You can kind of dictate what you want from them. Desai, Trivela. He nearly actually scored that. I tried a Trivela with Desai. Isaac scored, my striker from Sweden. But Desai nearly scored a world-class volley there. Alberto again. What a game he's had. But it's a win. That power on that, it reminded me of Thor. He's lightning bolts. That was incredible power. Game number 2 of Rivaldo's review. Where'd that challenge come from, ref? That is a red card. That should have been a red card. Is he subbing him off for bad behaviour? I think you should sub him off for bad behaviour, to be fair. That was horrific. He subbed himself off instead. That wasted one of my loans, so I appreciate that. To my opponent, this is the next team. Technically game number 2, but actually game number 3. Actually. Now, he's timed it well. Isaac, go around him. Oh no, I pressed too many bloody buttons, boys. Pen! I panicked so hard. I don't deserve a pen. I do not deserve the pen. I've hit it quite early as well. And he's absolutely nailed it. Get in, Rivaldo. And that is the most undeserving pen I think I've ever seen. Like, given to me or my opponents. We've got Bruno away in the middle. Isaac. Rivaldo! His left foot is insane. He gets another goal. This might be an early rage quit too. I'm really liking this card. This will be the final game though with Rivaldo. We've only got 2 games left on his loan. And I need to save 1 just for the friendlies. He's giving me the win, boys. Let's get it with Rivaldo. Stat pad for the win. But GG's to my opponents. That will be the final game though for Rivaldo. So there we have it then, lads, for FUT birthday icon, Rivaldo. Some card. A very, very talented player on this game. And I think he's going to give a lot of people headaches of whether to do the SBC or not, because he is an SBC icon. He's not like one that's going to be on the market, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how many people complete this. Personally, I think I might just grind it. I might grind it because of how well not only he did for me tonight. I was impressed, not just by his output, by the way. 7 goals in 4 games, take away 1 goal. That last one was kind of a freebie, but his influence on the game I enjoyed. And I'm not just talking about a Rivaldo playing in this kind of role in the cam position, which was brilliant. It was everything he did within the cam position. His first touch, his dribbling, his speed coming out of skills. Now, he's not a 5-star skiller. He's got 4-star skills. But the speed that he exited those skills with, and I think you definitely would have seen it on the one where he did a roulette straight out of it, past his man, give him like a pace burst, and then he finished with his left foot. It was truly incredible from Rivaldo, and something that you don't see too often with tall skillers. He's 6'1". You normally see it from, say, the smaller ones like Neymar, say Maximin, the GOAT himself. You normally see that speed coming out the skill with them. Not necessarily like 6 foot plus, and Rivaldo is 6'1". He was very, 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 very good. So if you're worried about the lack of Trivela shots, you can still do them. Don't worry, just press left trigger and go for the strike, and it will be accurate. Didn't score any tonight, I don't believe so, apart from that last one from like the halfway line. But yeah, very, 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 very good player. His dribbling was good. His passing was truly brilliant at times. He's finishing, hey, that left foot of his is wow. Also scored on his right as well. His pace is incredible. All in all, a fantastic, fantastic card. Medium-low work rates. A lot of people were worried about that. I did mention it during the review. If you get this card, play him centrally, and you'll not have to worry about it in the slightest. Medium-low in the center is better than here, or any wide position. Because ultimately, you can dictate what they do with 1-2s, and you've got more options. Basically, if you've got them like, I'm going to show you, on the right wing, left wing, if I play the ball into my left centre mids, like in this formation, left centre mid striker, and I trigger the run of him, he can only go kind of one direction, and that is straightforward. I do a 1-2, he's just on that flank, and he's not doing too much. But if I'm going centrally, I've got more players to trigger the run with him, and more like avenues he's going to run into. So I could use Bruno Guimaraes, for example, if he was playing Cam. I could use Enzo, I could use the left wing, whoever it was in the team. I could use Isaac to overlap him. I could use Kulusevski. I could even use the fullbacks, even though I could use the fullback when he was like the left wing. But you know what I'm saying? You can get more out of medium lows as a central player, as apart from like a winger. And that is where Lionel Messi thrives as well, even with his poor work rates. Now I'm going to take you across to the screen right now just to kind of discuss the overall price and stuff. Now the SBC price is coming in at that one right there. You see the 1453, so about 1.45 million is the SBC right now. Now it is a lot of SBCs. You can see it right there. Born Legend, Rising Star. That's a bronze, that's a silver. And then you've got it starting from an 84. You've got an 87 in there. Got an 88, another 88. By the way, mega packs aren't too bad, are they? Small red gold players as well. 89 and 89. So the price is looking quite high. But I think over time, you could definitely just grind away at it. By the way, if you wonder about the chem styles, and that's why I said it earlier on, just above my heads, he can only get controlled. He can't get the explosive, can't get the lengthy, just controlled. Hence why I did use a hawk in him. I thought if I maybe use like a different one, it would give me a different like lengthy or explosive. Oh, but no, man. You're just on control all the time. But he's a very, very good card. And I kind of want to compare him. As you can see in here, I've got FUT birthday icon, senior icons, World Cup icons, and the positions that he can start in. I wouldn't compare him to Pele, R9. Zidane potentially could compare him to in the cam position. I like using Zidane more as a centre mid though, but in cam, quite even. And for the price, there's quite a disparity there. Who else? Who else we got here? I'm kind of looking for left footers as well, but I'm kind of. Puskas is left footed, isn't he? And that Puskas is 1.6 million, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. You would argue in like kind of central role, like centre forwards, Rivaldo would be more effective. And I'd argue as well, you could definitely be correct. And I think for the prices, look at that price, 4-star, 5-star, 7.7 million. Now Puskas, I haven't used that Puskas, he looks crazy. But for the price compared to some of these, it's got to be worth a shot, surely. Go away from my screen. Muller's stuck on my screen, guys. Left foot is Stoichkov. That's kind of a good comparison, it's Stoichkov. I'd rather this card. I'd rather Rivaldo. Rivaldo definitely impressed me tonight. And when you look at like different kind of comparisons in price, this was not just for like 93 red icons, but for icons of his ability, it's higher. It's a lot higher, like Puskas, for example. But he's a very, very good card. Very, very good card. And like I did say, try before you buy. Always do that. If you're in doubt of whether you want to craft them in the long term, get the SBC. This 5 games. Someone robbed me of one of those games. And you know what the funny thing is as well? I said, I've only got one game. I'll save it for the friendlies. I can't even do that because I need a thumbnail. Yes, I need to go into squad battles and pause the match and get some screenshots of his face, because that's what I need for a thumbnail. But that's about it. Overall, I'd give him an overall rating of what I'd give him? I'd probably give him like a 9.4. He was utterly incredible for me, and I think he'd be incredible for many, many teams. As for the value of coins, I think it's worth grinding over the long term. I think it's a little bit high, but it's worth the grindable aspect of it. So if I was given like a pure basic price for the coin, it would probably be maybe an 8. But for the grindable aspect and over time, it would be like an 8.8 for myself. So lads, that's where I'm going to love you and leave you for today. Rivaldo was truly immense. And yeah, if you want to check out anything else, stay subscribed to the channel. Watch the previous videos as well. That would always be appreciated. And yeah, stick around, subscribe, like and comment on this video, and let me know your thoughts on Rivaldo.